So for the period 3, it will be from 0 to this xi plus 1. So summation j is equal to I plus 1, and that d is subscript j, right? So that would be from 0 to x what's 4. Yeah, so that would be 1 plus 4, that's 5. D sorry, 3 plus 1, that's 4. D4 plus D5, blah blah blah. So our D4 here is what? X4. Our D4 is what? 0. We don't have anything like this, so it's 0. So for the quantity now, that's a 3, 3, and from the formula, so that will be Q1 D3 plus what? Minimum xi plus 1 minus maximum xi 0. Our D3 here from our question is 4. That will be 4 plus minimum of that will be x3 plus 1, that's 4, minus x3, 4 plus x4. Minimum of x4 is what? Minimum of x4 is 0. Maximum of x3, the previous period. Minimum of x3, maximum of x3 is 4. So maximum of x3 is 4. So 0. 4 minus 4, 0, 0. So the here is 0. So for the second one, the upper bound now, D3 plus max x I plus 1 minus minimum xi 0. That's a 4 plus what? Maximum x4 minus minimum f3 0. 4 plus maximum of x4 is what? 0 minus minimum of x3 0, 0, 0. So this max 4 minus 0, 4 to 0. So here is 0. Oh, sorry, here is 4. Sorry, here is 4. So this will now be from 0 to what? Q3 to what? 4. So this also are working with for the third period. So I will draw the table now. So having drew the table, so the next thing is for us to populate the purchase and the setup cost. So you know that our our setup cost from our question for period 3 is 6, and our setup cost can be 6 when our Q is greater than 0, and it will be 0 when our Q is actually 0. When our Q is greater than 0, it will be 6, and if not, it will be 0. That's the foundational principle behind this whole thing. So from this now, we know that our setup will be 0 here, plus the expression we are giving, our purchase cost now will be 10Q if our Q is between 0 to 3, that is 0, 1, 2, 3. And it will be this when it is greater than 3, that is 4, 5, 6 upward. So we are maintaining this for our purchase cost. That's a 10Q. That will be 10 divided by 0. So everything here will be what? Everything here will be 0. So let's go to the next one. Since our Q is greater than 0 here, our purchase cost will be what? Will be 6. 6 plus 10 into bracket 1. That will be what? 16. So for the next one, our purchase, our setup cost is 6 plus 10 2. That's is equal to what? 10 multiplied by 2, that's 20. 20 plus 6, 26. So the next one, 6 plus 3. 3 multiplied by 10, that's 30, 36. Right? So to the next one now. Since our Q is greater than 3, and from our expression, we've been given from our expression, so that will be 6 plus 30 plus 20 into brackets what? 4 minus what? 3. 4 minus 3, 1 multiplied by 20, 20. 20 plus 30, 50. 50 plus 6, that's 56. So that's all for our purchase and setup cost. So let's proceed to this. So our holding cost in our question for period 3 is what? Our holding cost is 2. That will be 2 multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. So let's populate this, and let's not forget to always draw a schematic diagram in by the time we want to get populate this table. So since we are considering our period 3 now, so let's say this is our period 2, right? Our Q what? Q2, our D2, our what? X3, right? 3, our what? Q3, our D3, right? Our what? X4, right? So from this now, I can say categorically that my X3 plus my Q3 is equal to my D3 plus my X4, right? So from here now, I can say that my X3 is equal to my X4 plus my D3 minus my Q3, right? So this is what we'll reference by the time we are populating the table. So the table won't take so much time because we are considering just a single inventory, that is 0, when Q4 is equal to what? 0. So when X4 is equal to what? 0, and Q3 is equal to 0, our F of what? X what? X4 is equal to our purchase and setup cost at that point is 0. Our holding cost is 0 plus what? F. That's a 3 minus 1, that's 2. 0 plus my demand at that period is what? Is 4. My demand at period 3 is 4. That will be 4 minus my Q is 0. 1 F2 0 plus, that's 4, right?